Hi, I'm going to show you how to do a simple watercolor. First, you take your watercolor paper. This is the watercolor paper, and you tape it down to a board or anything. It could be a counter, a piece of glass, and you tape it down, and then you spray the back with water. I don't know if I said that. Spray the back with water. That's just water bottle, and I have water in there. And then you tape it down on all four corners. Okay, now I have all four corners taped down, and I have pre-drawn very lightly some tulips, and there's going to be some lavender, and here's another tulip over here. So the next thing you'll do is add your color, and I have your little kit you'll be getting, and you'll need a cup of water. Okay, so you'll put your brush in your water, as I have done here, and I'm going to be using an old set, so it's messy looking. Yours is nice and new. This is my old set. But I'm going to show you how to get started. So you take your brush that has water on it, and I think we'll do the background first. So I'm going to do it in a blue. So I'm going to get some of this blue right here. And then you'll be putting it on your nice clean tray. My tray is not clean, but you'll have a nice, or you could use a plate. So I got myself a fresh plate here. So we're going to get some more water. We're going to put the water, and I'm grabbing the blue. And then I'm going to get more water because I want it pretty watery. Okay, so I'm just going to put in a little bit of background. Get some more water. Now, you can come pretty close to where I have the drawings for you, but, try not to go completely into where the drawing is. And, it can be very light and airy, and there can be white areas showing. Okay, do you see how that is? You can always come back and do some more. See? And it went into that a little bit. You can just wipe it off. I'm going to get some more blue here. See how that's welling up like that? That's nice. I like that. Now see, I'm going around this area where the leaf is. Okay, so for time's sake, I'm going to turn this off for a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of my blue back in, and I'll be back. Okay, so I have most of my blue put in there. I'm going to go real close so you can see how I went around the areas. And if you miss some areas, that's okay, because we can come back and fix that. But I have my blue. You can always add a little more water and spread it around. And if you do get it where you don't want it, you can always take a paper towel and kind of wipe it off before it dries. See what that does? So that's kind of like clouds maybe. Okay, so there we have most of the blue in there. This is not a color by number. If it kind of goes into another area, that's okay. It won't hurt anything. Okay, now we're going to start with some color. Okay. Holding this with one hand and working with another. Okay, so I think we'll start with one of those tulips. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to get some orange color, I believe. So here I have my orange. I'm going to put it on here. Now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put my orange in. Get some more. Okay. You can see that. I'm sorry, I'm not very good. I don't know one to help me. I usually have a helper, and I don't have a helper. Okay, so I just put some more water on that. See how that's kind of diffusing out? And now I'm going to take my paper towel. I'm going to give myself a little bit of accent there. Now see, I can take and wipe it off a little bit. And we can come back and make that look better, okay? But I wanted to give you the idea. Okay. Let's go back. I think I'll get some red. Put it on here. And with watercolors, the more water you put in them, the lighter it is. And the less water you put in, like I'm going to take some right now. And I'm going to put it on my brush real heavy. See that? I did it really heavy. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put in this one. And I'm going to line it like that. And you see how it's shooting into that? That's where I had the blue. If you don't want to do that, you just go a little short of where it's wet. But actually, some people really like that. We'll get a little more red over here. Come back. Now, where that really diffused, I think I'm going to wipe a little bit of that away. There we go. And then that makes it look like a shadow, which is fine. Okay. Now, rinse out my brush, and we're going to get some green. I'm going to put it on here too. Okay, now I'm going to start putting in my stems. So I kind of outlined them and then took my brush and watercolored in them a little bit. Okay, here I'm going to get, I think I'll get a darker. Now, if you want to make your green darker, you can add a little bit of red to it. See how I have that red there? And I added it to my green, and it gave me a darker green. See that? Okay, I'm going to go back and get some more green. And I'm going to put in my stem. Let me do that again. Okay. Get some more green. Now another little hint, if you want to make your green look bluer, is you can add some blue to your green. And you know, that might be good for the lavender branches. Now this is where you're using like the very tip of your brush. And look how I put my finger down like that. It helps me. And there's going to be big, long. I start down here and I went up. And I'm kind of jumping around here. I'm going to put this other green. And you know what? If you don't follow the line exactly, it doesn't matter. Very loose. I gave you 2 sheets of paper so you can practice. Okay, so now we're going to do some shoots up here. Okay, I just did some shooting up with my brush like that. Okay, now I'm going to go to the purple. Yeah, you have purple over there. So I'm getting purple. Wet my brush again. Get some, make it real soupy. Get some purple. Okay, now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to touch it like this. Whoops. Sorry. Couldn't see, huh? And as you go down, they'll get thicker. You can kind of leave a space for where the leaves go over top. I'm going to go back up here again. See how I'm doing that? Just touching it. Touch. That's okay if it's still wet. That's kind of cool. You know, you could add, whoops, I didn't mean to do that, but you know what? That won't matter because I dropped that on there, but I'm going to get my paper towel, blot it, and that's okay. That's okay if there's some slight. Okay, now you could add, if you want to, you can just keep adding. If it's wet, it diffuses out like that. If it's not wet, you could let it dry. You could let your background dry and it won't diffuse. Okay, I'm going to get back into that real bright green. You don't have a bright green, but you know what? If you take a yellow, put your yellow, and I'm out of yellow here, so I can't do it. Take your yellow and green and put it together, and you'll get a real light green. So I'm going to go and just take, so I start down here, and real lightly put some grass up. Maybe I'll go like that. Put a little grass at the bottom. Okay. Now you can go back, you can let that dry, and you can get some more red, say here, and really make one side of it, maybe have more pink, more red on it, like that. And if you let it dry, it'll even be darker. I'm going to go back in this orange, on this orange one, and I'm going to add some orange to that. Make the colors brighter. See, I just put water on there. So, and like, you can come back on these greens. This green, and put some more